Right, do you want to introduce this one?
Yeah? Right. Shut up, man. Hello and welcome to Shut Up and Answer the Question. The question there you ask... Fuck off.
We've both done it now.
And welcome to Shut Up and Answer the Question, the podcast where you ask one question and we go through all the bloody routes to try and answer it. I am Sean Antony.
And I'm Ethan Lawrence.
And we're your hosts today. And through one question we will go through many loops and sideways, side tracks, side everything.
I want to pull you up on one thing.
What's that?
You said we're going to be your hosts today. We're always the hosts.
God damn it.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm just saying, we're not going anywhere.
Well, I might.
Okay, right, yeah. That's true. Right?
I don't know, they might get Antandor Deck for the next one.
I guess, yeah. I mean, that would help the numbers.
Well, I suppose, yeah, with the Santander customers.
Yeah, this is episode 2.
Don't sue us, Santander.
Don't
sue us.
This is episode 2.
Still finding our stride.
We did episode 1 about half an hour ago.
Yep.
And then we spent the rest of the time panicking about audio.
So, yes. And, being a voiceover artist, my head is always in the audio thing. And so, as you say, don't let perfection be the enemy of getting something done.
Yeah. So the first episode, if you've listened to it, that's not going to be indicative of the quality moving forward. We've reduced the gain
quite a bit,
quite considerably, because we're a bit peaky.
Yeah.
Turns out we like a laugh.
Yes.
And if you like a laugh, subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah,
Rate us 5 stars.
5 stars, a thumbs up, anything sort of just gives us those numbers that make the old dopamine go.
We like numbers, and as well as liking numbers, we like to hear from you at home. All of the questions that we answer on this show are drawn from our wonderful audience and our wonderful inbox. So if you want to send us an email with a question, you can at shutuppod@yahoo.com, SHUTUPPOD@yahoo.com, or you can send a message on Instagram at shutupandanswerpod or on TikTok at shutuppod.
The social media platforms that matter.
They're the ones that matter. We were going to put it on Pixo, but it seemed like there was little point.
Or Blue Sky, but yeah.
Blue Sky, oh yeah, a bunch of centrist dads coming to listen to us. Oh, yes, it reminds me rather a lot of Keir Starmer. Yes, rather good.
The toolmaker's son.
Yes, oh yes, the son of a toolmaker. Yeah.
Anyway, yes, we've started going off track and we've not even had a question yet. So.
I think that's probably the best way.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Well, we're 3 minutes in. Let's ask a question.
Yes.
Right.
So, yeah, do you have the question?
Yeah, I've got the question.
Okay, awesome.
And we've got the answer.
Somewhere in this grey matter of wrinkly brain and smooth brain.
This question
comes
from Connor Penn.
Okay, Connor.
He is a friend of mine.
All right, awesome.
He is a friend of mine and he has asked this question. And there are caveats. So I'll ask the question and I'll put the caveats in.
I mean, we did 45 minutes with no caveats.
All right, here we go. You ready? How much money would it take for you to spend a year in prison? You don't have a criminal record once you leave, and your job is secure for after you leave.
Okay. So how much money would it
take for you to spend a year in prison? Bearing in mind that you'd just be in prison, you're not gone in there for any crime, you don't have no criminal record or nothing.
Okay.
And at the end of it, your job is secure, which I think, as both two self-employed artists, that's hilarious.
Yeah. That would be. But also, my brain just went to, isn't that just a warden?
No, I think we're in the prison.
Okay,
I think
okay.
we have to be in a cell. We have to abide by the warden's rules.
Okay.
This mean old warden. Yeah. He's got a cowboy hat.
What, we're going to America?
We're going to Shawshank.
I met my good friend Ethan while I was...
This little streak of piss wouldn't survive a day.
But yeah, that starts one of the side questions. Is like, what is it like in the UK prison system? In the US for-profit prison system? Is it in the lovely Scandinavian prison system? Is it in the South American scary prisons? We don't know.
Shall we assume, for the sake of this not being 4 hours long...
Well, you know what they say about assuming.
Well, yeah, you make an assum out of E. But I would say you wanted to laugh there, I could tell.
Oh, I was so close.
But you didn't. You restrained yourself, which is a shame because...
I laugh enough, man. It's not that I'm trying to like ration it though. But...
Jokes falling flat. I'm going to assume that this is a UK prison.
Okay.
But that also does raises further questions. Is it low security? Is high security? Connor didn't say.
Yeah, well, if it's something that we're not like we've not done anything. You said there is no criminal record.
Yeah.
So it will probably if it's up to us or if it's up to an external source, like it might be put into a low risk because of the fact that there is no.
But do they want to make it a challenge? Mm. Like, is this a year-long activity holiday, or is this like a Well,
then if it is like an activity holiday, would they be paying separate amounts? So you start number one, you're 35 grand.
Tell you what, why don't we split the year into 3, which it does neatly.
That would be an interesting one, like levels in a video game.
So we start low security, January through April. Then at the height of...
The worst part of the year. Doing it at low security.
At the height of summer, May through August, or whatever it is, we are in medium security, and then we close out the year and head into Christmas in a high security prison.
Get your stockings filled there.
Absolutely. Right, I've got a question for you, Sean.
Go on,
then. This was one of the questions that I used to have when I used to do stand-up when I was MCing. It was always good to ask an audience this because it makes them think. And I'm sort of repurposing it for this.
Okay.
Have you ever stolen anything, Sean?
Yes.
Oh!
Were you expecting a bit of a longer answer there?
Not so much a longer answer. It's just I was very definitive. Yes, I have. Next question.
Yes.
Are the statute of limitations run out of it? Like,
cool. Well, it was there was stuff when I was younger. Like I remember, like
in the 1960s.
I'm only like 5 years older than you.
Sean is a bit older than me.
God damn, I'm still reeling about that time that girl just went, "Oh, you're 52."
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah. I downed my whole pint on that one as well.
That was that was a bad day for you.
And then quickly finished it up by doing a spit take to the asker of the last question.
Yeah, good. That's good stuff, isn't it?
Because you're a funny man.
I'm a funny man. I'm a funny man doing a funny podcast with his funny friend. What did you steal?
Well, like when I was little, back when Woolworths was a thing. That's how old I am.
That's dating you, isn't it?
Oh, God damn. But I stole some pick and mix and was caught with that.
You got caught? Did they send you to prison?
They didn't send me to prison.
Did you go to juvie?
I was. Yeah, my mother was informed.
So
that was worse. But yeah, and then when I was early, like before I was even a teenager, I tried to steal a Pokemon toy from a shop. I think it was because I was with my friend and I was playing Billy Big Bollocks, and I got caught then as well.
So what we're learning about this is that you're a bad thief.
Yeah. I'm a bad thief and a bad liar.
Yeah, good combo.
Yeah. Although, funnily enough, playing those in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm good at those. Those are actually my stronger...
Lower stakes, though, isn't it?
And, well, the dice seem to like those.
You're not going to go to prison for lying in D&D.
Yeah. Well,
we're nerds, by the way. We're nerds.
Huge.
We're nerds. So, yeah.
How about you, though? Have you stolen anything?
Not occasionally.
Not occasionally? just nicking the sun out of it.
No, every single time it's been unintentional. It's usually fruit on a self-service.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot to check a lemon. But, like, it's in a bag, like, with other stuff that I have checked. It's just I haven't got the label.
Yeah.
And I had more than once have gone back and made good.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times.
Because
Or
I'm
you've
like,
come back with with the not the self-service, the other one, when you're putting them through.
the beep.
Yeah, like
The beep.
yeah, the other self-service one that like with the yeah. Man, as soon as I heard, I was like, club card accepted.
I think you're now suffering from the same thing that I was suffering from when I said not occasionally.
But it's just that you do come back and you're like, I'm really sorry. Like I've come back and this should have actually gone through, but it didn't. And more often than not, they're looking at you in confusion, like, why?
I mean,
why are you owning up to this?
They don't care.
So
Right, so basically we're not very good criminals.
we're not very good criminals, no,
No.
at all.
Do you know what one of the other questions I used to ask people during
What's that?
stand-up? It's got nothing to do with crime, but I'd like to...
At least that one was somewhat related to the question.
I'd like to know the answer to this question.
What's that?
When was the last time you hung from something?
Yesterday?
Really?
Yeah. Well, I've got a pull-up bar.
Oh!
So I use that.
Someone's doing
Actually,
pull-ups.
no. Last week.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, because
It caused an injury.
no, it didn't cause the injury. It was basic. I cannot grip. So all of my exercises at the moment are all body weight because I cannot use my middle finger.
For audio listeners,
Oh, yes.
Sean has a splint on the middle finger on his right hand.
Yes, I have something that I've come to understand is mallet finger, which is a snapped tendon from the top segment of your finger to the middle segment. So yeah, the top part of my finger actually just sort of has a 45-degree angle and won't straighten. So yeah, that was a fun little sidebar.
And how did you do that?
Embarrassingly, trying to put the mattress cover on top of the mattress, but the mattress is I'm pretty sure it's because it's an IKEA mattress. It's bigger than the standard,
Right.
So it created a bit too much tension. And then as I was trying to force it over the last corner, I think it snapped back, and I'd locked my finger, and it's just snapped that tendon as I also full on punched the bed headboard. So, not the hard nut thing that you're looking for that you want to tell people in a prison.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking, like, maybe you did it in a fight or something.
That's like the top part of the finger. Like, yeah, you're not going to be punching. You're going to be like hand whipping people.
Yeah, I was karate chopping a man. And I busted a tendon in my finger.
How'd you get in here, mate? Well, I was karate chopping.
Well, that's a thought, actually, now that I think about it. What's our cover story? Like, because we're in there.
Actually, yeah, it doesn't say whether you need a cover story or not.
Well, presumably we're going to have to interact with the prisoners.
Yeah, but you'll interact with them. You could just say, look, I'm just in here for shits and giggles.
I'm getting paid for this. Yeah, that's what
You don't want
This is a job to me.
Imagine, yeah. Why are you in here? Well, I'm just getting paid for it. What?
I have to spend a year in here. That's crazy. How long are you here? Why?
Even in low security, you would end up being somebody's sort of like mulch under their shoe.
Yeah, I
think
one of the big problems that we're going to have with this question is that we are two weak cowards.
I can take a punch.
Okay. Right, this feels like a story.
Right, well, I've hit my head so many times through punches, but also tried, like, I used to do snowboarding a lot, so it's a friend. Well, we went to New Zealand and we were training to become snowboard instructors, and we were learning one day to how to do front flips, and I didn't rotate enough off the kicker, and I bounced off my head straight back onto my board, And I rode away, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, yeah!"
Like a cartoon.
Like a cartoon. But apparently, I don't remember any of this. But apparently, I just rode off, and everyone was like, "Yeah, that's amazing!" And then, like, I just went,
And straight over.
and then but yeah, also just going for drinks, accidentally spilling somebody else's drink, and then getting clocked in the face. But
I'm going to ask this.
there's a lot of drinking involved.
Yeah, weird.
I've been in a lot less fights now. Like now, I don't drink as much.
I'm going to ask this as delicately as possible. Do you think this constant head trauma is why you are the way you are?
Almost definitely. I've done. Yeah, I've done it before. I was on this. Well, about 2 years later, something similar happened, and I was on the lift up the mountain again, and I can't even remember being on the lift. But the two people I was with were like, "Sean, you okay?" And I'm like,
This is good for this is good content for the pod. I am making a podcast with a mentally handicapped man who has quite considerable CTE at this point.
Most probably, man. Most probably.
Oh, and I was going to ask the follow-up question: you ever been concussed? For us, just yes. The answer is yes. You've been
Have I not ever not been concussed?
Yeah, that's the question. When was the first time you got concussed?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Answer it quickly.
Asking someone quickly when they first got their first concussion.
Come on.
Oh god, man, it was probably at school sometime, maybe skateboarding or trying to skateboard.
Do you know what it is? You're into the old dangerous sports, aren't you?
Parkour, that was another one.
Of course you did parkour.
Yeah.
I can just picture you now, just braining yourself on a paving slab.
It wasn't a paving slab. I fell out of a tree.
I fell out of a tree. Why did you parkour up a tree?
Well, it's when you're younger and you're just sort of like doing the Office kind of style, parkour kind of thing. And I was just in a tree. Even before that, actually, I was riding like I was out with some friends, and I was on my friend's bike, and they thought it would be funny to throw a stick to see if they could get it in the spokes, and they did, and I launched out of the seat. And then I can't even remember where I landed. So if I can't remember where I landed, that must have been the concussion.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I've learned so much about you over the last 5 minutes that also somehow explains everything.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Why were you up a tree doing parkour? I don't understand how you get up a tree.
I'm pretty sure it was at the time, because it was one of those trees that they put in the middle of, like, the town centre. So you're going from
at least that makes a little bit more sense.
You're going from steps to swinging off the branch and then trying to continue the steps going on. And I think I over-rotated and then just full on went...
Well, because this is maybe just
This is before the time when, like, even, like, people at the like, on a skateboard go, remember your helmet. But, yeah.
I mean, I guess my issue there that I was having was that I was picturing you, like, in a park. And so, like, why are you up a tree? Like, why are you doing parkour in a park to begin with? Like,
that was just normal climbing.
Just doing like what do they call them? Those like, was it like a gorilla leap? But just across the floor.
A Kong.
Yeah, just across the floor. Yeah. You're basically just running on all fours like a dog.
Yeah. Oh, I did that many a time as a kid as well.
Why? What is wrong with you? What do you mean, who doesn't?
What is wrong with me? I think I've just explained over the last few minutes.
No, you can't. No, Sean, you can't sit there and say, oh yeah, we all used to run on all fours like a dog when we were kids. No, we didn't. We didn't all do that.
I didn't do it all the time.
Oh, wow.
It was just when you're playing games and shit as a kid.
Oh god!
I think I've broken you.
It's when someone very confidently says, "Yeah, well, we all did that," and it's mental.
Well, I also said, like, very confidently, "Did you ever steal anything?" Yeah. And then, when was the last time you were concussed? Well, just pulling out my notes app.
Well, you know,
June 15th, 1998.
1998. I was 6.
I was 11.
Yes. So there you go. That shows our age.
There we go. So so I'm about 5 years old.
And people at home, if you're planning to dox us, that's the you can probably work it out from there.
Yeah, some dickhead who was born in 1987 who concussed himself a lot. Right, excellent.
I'm reasonably certain that my date of birth is on my Wikipedia anyway, so...
I don't think mine is. I don't have a Wikipedia. Holy shit, man.
I don't think my date of birth's on my Wikipedia. I mean, I don't have one, so that's probably right.
I should have just led with that.
I'm not nearly famous enough.
Yeah, God.
Neither am I, really.
Fuck off. You've got you've got many an accolade, and
that's
even before Afterlife.
I haven't got a picture on my Wikipedia. That's when you know you've made it. When someone puts a picture.
Somebody else puts a picture of you.
Yeah, I didn't make the Wikipedia.
Ah, see, okay, somebody else is doing it for
you. They take a very dim view of that at Wikipedia Towers.
Wikipedia Towers. I don't know. He was Captain Wikipedia jumping into his sort of.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Wikipedia, and I don't like it when people write their own articles.
I think is it something like the wiki in Wikipedia is. I can't remember. It's Polynesian or something. It means it's like quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, wiki. Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, yeah. What about you? Have you ever been concussed?
I've not been concussed because I don't spend my time throwing myself off of things.
It's probably why it took me an hour to try and memorise a bloody 1 minute monologue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And yet you can go, I can do 15 pages.
I can't afford to get concussed. I need to learn a lot of words quick.
I got concussed when I was in... Yeah, I was probably shouldn't have. So
yeah, you could concuss yourself in your recording booth, probably. I bet you could find a way.
I mean, it's full of foam, but I could probably find a... Man, I'm locking myself in a foam room.
Yeah.
I'm not doing well.
No, God, yeah, no, when you put it like that. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Yes, I should order a straitjacket.
You're sort of subconsciously protecting yourself, I think. Like you've gone, I've chosen a job where I'm around a lot of foam.
Yeah.
So, to make sure that
I subconsciously wear a lot of beanies as well.
Yeah, I mean, that'll help.
Just a thin lining of squidge.
Yeah, that'll protect my head, a thin bit of cloth.
It's better than nothing.
That's why you get concussed, Sean. You realise this?
I thought that a thin bit of cloth could, yeah.
No wonder you get concussed so much.
Anyway, wow, that was quite the sidebar.
Well, I'm glad we talked about it.
What was the question? Where did we get on the question?
Oh yeah, we're going to prison.
Prison for a year.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I think I'm safely that guy that people in prison would be like, steer clear of him. Like
he's
not that he's dangerous, just he's
so injured. He's like perpetually wounded.
Yeah.
He's got a serious issue. I think
Tim Nice but Dim.
Nice but dim. That's you. That's you in the prison. So we've got low security to start with, January 2. Here's the problem. I'm speaking kind of authoritatively about what this is going to be like. I've never been to a prison.
Neither have I.
I've not even visited a prison.
So at that point as well, like over a year, you could still be quite productive in what you're doing. Like,
do they let us have like mod cons? Like, can we bring a microphone in there and do the pod live from the prison?
Probably. I wonder if there are some podcasts from prison. But I mean, they do have facilities to sort of essentially CPD.
I mean, I suppose for like
not criminal, like criminal career development, but like
I mean, low security. I mean, you're looking to lessen recidivism in that way, right? That's a word I know. And
so you're the smart one. I am definitely the
correct. So recidivism is basically like people go into prison, then come out, and then commit another crime and go back in. So you want to lower that.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I don't think we actually have a prison system that actually really, not to get too political, but I don't think we have a prison system that really actually thinks about rehabilitation all that much. But unless it's like for low security, because there's
I think low security is probably more.
Yeah, because like Fred Syriax, my close personal friend Fred Syriax from First Aids, and the father of a diver, he has a charity or some such where like he goes in there and he teaches like the prisoners there like maitre d' skills and like front of house skills, so that when they come out they've got like a trade.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of stuff's very important. Again, not to be on my political soapbox here, but I do think, because it's hard, I think, when you come out of prison with a criminal record to get work.
I mean, that's the difficult thing. You do come out and then you do you've then got it on your your CV on your permanent record that you were in jail. It doesn't even matter what jail you were in. That it's going to be there, and you're going to be judged for that.
Yeah.
Which I think, and now especially with some world leading powers.
Are you getting political?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying some people in power have now got a criminal record, have now been are convicts. That shouldn't be that shouldn't even be a question. If people that powerful can get into that position of power, why is it any good that you can't work in, I don't know, Tesco or something like that because you had a criminal record?
It's all bets are off, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the bloody world. It's Starmer's bloody Britain.
Making you sound a bit more... Bring back the conservative left foot.
Yes! Herbert, whatever his name was.
Herbert Bobble. He sounded like his name sounded like he fell down the stairs. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, I've forgotten what it is. He was Herbert something.
Only half an hour ago.
Yeah, it was longer now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going 25 minutes left. And we've not even got close to this.
No.
Okay, so we go through
We've not even got a third of the way through.
So we go to low security. We're sewing mailbags like they do in prison. In the 1950s in the films.
Oh, just pressing number plates.
Yeah, that's it. We're doing all that. And so then we
working on the road.
We survived that. And then we go to medium, right? This is where some of the big dogs are, right? We're not just dealing with sort of like low-level drug users. We're not dealing with we're talking about people who have committed assault and battery. And we are going to get assaulted and battered.
Well, I think, yeah.
It won't affect you. You've already lost your mind, but I need mine.
I could just picture you getting a crew together in like an improv crew or something in the middle of...
Yeah, they'll love that.
Right, everyone. Right, give me a scene.
Hey guys, so we're room for improvement, and we're here to entertain you. So this is how you picture me.
I'm here with my inmates.
I'm like some kind of like prison troubadour, like putting the show together. Like, it's like, oh, we've got to save the old bard.
No. Shh. Right, I need a scene.
Yes, and Michael.
Nah, mate.
No, yes, and Michael. Listen to me.
No.
Yes. You are testing my patience.
What did you say?
I said, if you were listening, that you're testing my patience, Michael. Can I call you Mike?
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Big Mike, he's got a cobweb tattoo on his face. And he's in for hooliganism, I think. He's been down the old mill wall. And he's thrown a milk jug at a man. I know
I'm
nothing.
loving the fact your whole thought this could just easily be in a 70s like sitcom of some kind.
I think it's because all of my knowledge of prison comes from porridge. I think that's the issue that I've got here. But I'm like, yeah. And then Fletch will be there, won't he?
I'll be safe. He'll keep me safe.
And he'll stick his 2 fingers up at the warden. That'll be good.
And everyone will laugh.
This is the problem. We have come into this with very little knowledge or expertise.
Yeah.
And we are proving that we know nothing. So medium, you're getting your medium security. You're getting your head bounced off of all the walls. I've set up an improv troupe, and it's not going well. And we've got.
How's your year going so far? Yeah, it's fine. I'm the football.
Just a dribble coming out the side of your mouth. So we've got 4 months of that, and I personally don't think we're even going to make it to September.
No.
But however, we must continue as we get to high security, where we're in there with all the murderers.
Oh, what do we do? Do we finish off the year in 2 weeks in death row?
Oh, that'd be nice.
That sounds like an album.
2 weeks in death row.
Yeah.
By who?
I don't know. It sounds like an indie band.
Does it?
I don't know.
I can't imagine Razorlight going for it.
Well, like that sort of like trying to revive their career kind of thing.
It's got.
No, don't sue us.
Razorlight.
You're doing fantastic work.
Razorlight, please.
We're talking about going to prison for a year to pay.
Isn't the lead singer of Razorlight married to someone interesting?
You could say that. Just insert band name, any band name.
But answer the question though.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right,
I'm not.
I check, but my phone is recording the session, so I can't.
Oh, my phone is recording.
Okay, right. So we can't check. All right. Okay. So, okay.
Milo.
Here's what we do. Milo, can you crunch numbers on that? Here's what we do. Okay. At this edit point, drop in. Afterwards, we check it. We'll drop in and we'll drop in the audio here, saying who it was, and then we'll go back to your regularly scheduled pod.
Excellent.
So, okay, so we do that now.
Nope.
That was interesting.
Thank you, future Sean and Ethan.
So we're in a high security prison.
Yes.
2 weeks on death row. I think that's actually got some emo vibes to it.
Yeah, actually.
I spent 2 weeks on death row.
That sounds
and
more...
I miss you.
That's more Blink.
Yeah, I know. I
suppose it's later stage.
As it was coming out of my mouth, I realised it. I miss you. I wish I hadn't killed that man. But now he's dead. And I'm going to die too.
Or a hip-hop album.
I'm not going to do an impression
Gangster
of that.
rap.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not touching that.
No.
Are you trying to get me cancelled, Sean?
Cancelled.
No, I don't think.
Anyway, yes. Back to
to the prison.
I'm trying to reel us back on this one now. That's how unstable it's got.
I committed an awful crime.
What was your crime? About 24 concussions.
Yeah, I cannot remember. So I'm okay. I don't think the improv troupe's going to work here. I think I'm going to need to do something else.
Right, everyone. Right, give me an emotion. Anyone?
I'm leaving you hanging like the prisoners would. They'll just be staring at me.
They would be bogging at you so
They'll
hard.
be there in their Hannibal Lecter masks, like all strapped to gurneys. That's what it's like in life. You seem like a man who shouldn't be here. Oh, you clocked me straight on, Hannibal Lecter.
It puts the improv or else it gets the holes again.
Again, do you know what? I think I'm fast realising, I think I've probably already said this, but I'm fast realising that the issue that we have here is that all of our knowledge from prison comes from media.
Yep.
And so low security was porridge. Medium security was like, I don't know,
Prison Break,
and now we're on Silence of the Lambs. So yeah, so that's the gradation that we need to think of.
So we've got comedy, drama, cannibals.
Yeah, this is not an original thought, but I'm going to share it anyway. Which is that you've heard of nominative determinism, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So for people at home who don't know that, it's when you have like a name that's sort of like relevant to your career or your personality. Like, you know, how if you're a baker and you're called Mr. Baker, that's the thing. Funny enough, when I was at school, I had a music teacher genuinely called Miss Scales.
That's awesome.
Which, that's nominative determinism in action. The point that I'm getting to is that can you imagine if he was called Hannibal Lecter but he wasn't a cannibal? Like he committed like a different crime.
Was Hannibal Lecter the white collar
Hannibal Lecter in for fraud.
Started the 2008 collapse.
Hi, I'm Fraud Lecter. And I'm in here for
hooliganism. Hannibal the hooligan.
Hi, I'm Mooligan Lecter. And I'm here.
What, does he like to take like extra shots at golf?
Mulligan. That's good. That's good. Niche, but good. Yeah. Have you ever played golf? Like properly?
Yeah, I used to play quite regularly in the before times.
Really?
And I've got like some golf clubs in the outside. I should go again. Actually.
Problem was you kept smacking yourself in the head, wasn't it?
Probably. Oh no, I did get hit round the head once with a golf club.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I was with I was a lot younger, and I'd gone playing golf with my dad and my friend and his dad that we'd grown up with. And he went to take his swing, and I guess I was just too close. And as he took it back, he really full on whacked it and hit me on the back of the head. And I was gone. I can't even remember what happened. I remember, though, that I was sleeping around his house that evening, and I threw up in his car.
So many stories involving your concussions also involve memory loss. How much do you think you've lost over the years?
Oh,
and what number concussion was this?
At least 24 hours.
What number concussion was this? Is it your best concussion?
Oh, man, ranking concussions.
Let's rank concussions.
Rank Concussions is a punk band.
Hardcore punk. Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm concussed. Oi! Fucking Queen!
And then some horns in the background. God damn. Whoa, I'm gonna create a hardcore concussion scar.
This has been a consistent theme on this episode of the podcast where we're desperately trying not to talk about prison.
God damn it, yeah. Sorry, that was my fault.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, I baited you. I let you on. So, okay, right. So, given all this, given that our knowledge comes mostly from TV and film, and given that on that basis, it doesn't look like we're going to have a very good time. How much would it take for you to spend a whole year in prison?
Well, after this conversation, I'm realising how much I have been concussed and probably how much it has damaged and limited myself. Probably enough money to set me up for the rest of my life.
Okay.
So I don't have to work anymore.
I mean, that sort of feels more like you're just sort of... It's like a disability allowance.
I feel like I have to have it now.
Like you need to get an adapted home.
Just every wall, like from about 4 foot up to the ceiling, is just padded.
And inscribed on it are your memories. Like a memento.
Like memento.
But it's just like reminding you like what your name is. Yeah. And not how old you are.
Now that reminds, from the last episode, it's like, I forgot to have breakfast. I wonder why.
No, it's all coming together. It's this theory of ours.
The terrible story of Sean Antony.
Poor Sean, he can't even remember to eat. Because he's so concussed all the time. This was the concussion episode.
And what did you learn today? Should be going to the doctor.
Sean is concussed. That is what we have learned. He is concussed. He is a concussed boy.
There we go. That's that's the next piece of merch for us. Just a t-shirt that says Sean is concussed.
Yeah, that's good merch. So just add that to the list. I'll just write this down. So we've got the Kate Beckinsale orange and banana shorts. With what was it we said we were going to put on the bum? I can't even remember now.
I can't remember either.
Okay, we're both concussed.
At least I've got an excuse.
Look, we've spoken a lot today. And so we've got that. We've got the Kate Beckinsale shorts and the Sean is concussed t-shirt. Did you just pour liquid death sparkling water into that?
Yes.
You said you didn't like it.
Oh no, I like this. Like it's sparkling water, but it doesn't have that metallic taste.
This episode,
right? This is not sponsored by Liquid Death.
Don't sue us, Liquid Death.
But yes, it's genuinely it's the only sparkling water that I actually like. So
well, you're not going to get that in prison. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Yeah, get some sort of sparkling water.
You think you'll get sparkling water in prison?
That was meant to be a euphemism.
If you're a prisoner, send us an email. shutuppod@yahoo.com. Do you get
Hello, Warden, I'd like some San Pellegrino, please.
That would be us, though. Like, that would fully be us. Like, Warden, I would like a lemonade.
What? Where is my lemon slice?
I'm thirsty, Warden.
Does it have to be in some plastic? I'd rather like a glass.
How am I meant to lead the improv troupe if my mouth is all tacky? Speaking of tacky, I need to take on some fluids and all. I've been yelling.
My mouth is sticky. I'm starting to get getting some plosives as well.
What time's lunch, Warden? And what have we got? Oh no, beans again.
Where's my mimosa?
Oh, it's brunch. Prison brunch. There we are.
Prison brunch just sounds like something that happens that nobody talks about.
Oh, okay. Are you going down that dark path, are you?
Just for that line.
We managed to avoid all of that. Like, we didn't talk about, like, getting bummed or nothing.
Yeah, well, I didn't bring about that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I said something that wasn't spoken about.
Yeah,
it could be other things.
Yeah, we all knew what it was.
You knew.
It wasn't you getting.
It
wasn't you getting a concussion again. It was, although that might be involved. Well, you know,
I'm just collecting them like Pokemon cards
now,
man.
It could be real rough love in the prison.
Well, with Spiderweb Glenn.
With old Cobweb Jones.
Cobweb Jones.
Yeah. I'm Cobweb Jones. And he's Northern now. I know I said he was Millwall, but he's Northern now.
Northern Millwall. Northern Millwall. Where's he up from? Southwark.
Yes, quite so. No, right. Okay. The problem is I commit to a character and then I realise that I've actually just got nothing. Like, I've got no backstory.
It was literally just that kind of cough afterwards just sounded like the literal air rolling out of this character.
I just didn't want to be disrespectful in case I actually have to end up doing this and hanging out with Cobweb Jones.
There we go.
Oh,
yeah, that's why we've gone into prison. It's because we've released this podcast onto the world.
Yeah, this is illegal what we've done. I can't believe I used the phrase "getting bummed" or nothing.
Anyway, what were you going to say about how much you?
Oh yeah, the question.
Want.
I suppose you could tell me to shut up. Say the phrase.
Just shut up and answer the question.
Yeah, I like the show.
Yeah.
I would do it for £150,000.
That's quite the that's quite a solid number as well.
And then as the question states, I'll go back to my very secure employment.
Excellent. That's a good shout.
So secure. I like to think.
Well, you saying that yours is so secure, and then after this past hour, I'm questioning my life choices.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you're doing very well for someone that's...
You're doing really well for what's happened to you.
Considering how often you've been concussed, I think. I mean, you've got a family, a house, a job, a podcast.
And a spongy brain.
And it's smooth. It's so smooth. It's like you've ironed it. That was good. I like that. So yours is enough money to buy an adaptive house and live in it for the rest of your life. And mine's £150,000. Which I think I could... I mean, yeah. I've not earned that much money in a calendar year. So that'll be nice as a new record.
Yeah. No, that would... I mean... Yeah, I think on a serious note, probably that'd sound like a good amount to, if you could survive it.
Which I'm not 100% sure I can. Actually, knowing me, I would quit on maybe 4 o'clock on day one. I'd just be like, nah, it's fine. I'll just go back to my secure job.
I think that's on day one. That's low security as well?
Yeah, that's low security. I haven't even met Cobweb Jones yet.
No, that's Greg the fraud,
the fraudman,
the fraud accused,
fraud lector. Hello, Ethan. I cooked the books with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
It was a lovely evening, actually.
It was rather nice, yeah.
Had with some rice and some furikake.
Furikake. I'm no danger at all. That'd be a very boring film.
Yes. Right, now, I think that we've got our answer there. And, our timer is actually... We had to set a timer because we were really trying to make sure that we're getting onto a consistent time.
I was still quite impressed the last time that we got it near enough spot on.
Yeah.
If you heard a click there, that was producer Milo being a dick.
Oh, yes. Yeah? Or was it... Because I was worried. That's because my normal thing when I'm doing voiceover, so I can mark when I'm doing my editing, I will click. And, whenever I hear a click, I don't know if it's actually me doing it anymore.
Right, well, we will try not to click
Yeah.
during the episodes unless we need to make an edit point.
Yeah.
Like earlier, I need to check who Razorlight's lead singer.
Oh yes, we need to do that checking who Razorlight.
Part of me thinks it's Sophie Ellis Bextor, but I think that's wrong.
You know what? Let's give it a go now.
Okay, wait, ruin the edit point.
Oh yeah, god damn it. Right, okay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay.
Right, well, thank you very much for listening to the chaos that is Shut Up and Answer the Question. Where, it's taken us over 45 minutes now to answer a simple question.
£150,000.
There we go, £150,000. There's the amount there.
Like, rate, and subscribe to the podcast.
And
ring the bell for more.
And most importantly, please, if you have questions, send them to shutuppod@yahoo.com.
Sorry, I've got it written down on a bit of paper.
That threw me. Like, you're just holding it up. I was just like, hold on.
Yeah, okay. So let's get that clean.
Yeah, send your questions to shutuppod@yahoo.com. That's SHUTUPPOD@yahoo.com. Or find us at Shut Up and Answer Pod on Instagram or Shut Up Pod on TikTok.
That's us. And like I say, like, share and subscribe because that helps. It really does. We hope you have enjoyed the episode of the podcast.
And we'll see you next time.
Episode 3 next.
Yes.
Woo!